Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's begin. First up, Granite status. Shaheen to reintroduce 63B Substance Recovery Funding Bill. After her 2019 Turn the Tide Act stalled in the Republican-controlled Senate last session, Senator Jeanne Shaheen is set to reintroduce the bill on Thursday. Spill reported at Concord wastewater treatment plant. Concord fire and rescue teams were sent to Hall Street on Thursday for a report of sodium hyaluronic spilling from a 4,000-gallon tank. Concord fire and rescue teams were sent to Concord's wastewater treatment plant on Thursday for a report of a spill and an employee getting splashed during the spill. Just after 9 a.m., fire dispatch received a report of some kind of incident, and firefighters and EMTs headed to the plant. While en route, firefighters learned sodium hyaluronic had spilled from a 4,000-gallon tank. The employee was not injured but was splashed during the spill, dispatch said. Firefighters set up command when they arrived and found out from staffers at the treatment plant that the employee who was splashed had already left the plant to be evaluated. While there, one ambulance was called away for a report of an overdose in an apartment building on Green Street near Blake Street. The spill was contained, but it was starting to seep through the containment, according to the battalion commander. Personnel could be seen treating areas outside of the building on the southeast side of the plant. The commander requested the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services to be contacted, according to dispatch. Sodium hyaluronic is chlorine mixed with sodium and hydrochloric and is added, according to the City of Concord website, to the treated wastewater. 2 tanks then have time for the treatment to kill bacteria, officials said online. Concord firefighters cleared the scene at 10:30 a.m. Today, live at 3 o'clock p.m., Governor to reveal when all Granite Staters 16 plus will be eligible for COVID-19 vaccine. There have been 81,521 known cases of coronavirus in New Hampshire, officials say. Hudson officials postpone vote on Amazon warehouse facility. Vote now scheduled for April 7th. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Summit Packaging Systems is hiring for all shifts. Summit knows stability, security, and growth are extremely valuable. You'll develop skills to succeed and earn steady income and benefits. Apply online at summitpackagingsystems.com/careers today.
Well, the Hudson Town Board has once again pushed back the vote on a controversial Amazon warehouse facility. There has been much debate over the logistics center planned at the Green Meadow Golf Course. Opponents are worried about the increase in traffic on Hudson's roads, while supporters tout the thousands of jobs that it could bring to the area. After 4 hours of public comment last night, the board moved to push that vote back to April 7th.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. White House allows journalists inside border facility. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Crisis at the border. We're getting a new look inside one of the U.S. facilities as a near record number of migrant children are in U.S. custody. Our congressional correspondent Rachel Scott has the latest.
This morning, with a near record number of children in custody at the border, the White House finally allowing a press camera inside the facilities where they are being housed. The access limited. The reporter not allowed to speak to any of the 766 teenage boys sheltering inside. And here are the images. Children spotted playing soccer, piles of clothes waiting for migrants when they enter, an empty classroom, medical clinics, and space set aside for the 108 who tested positive for COVID-19 when they arrived. But this facility in Carrizo Springs, Texas, is far different from these images that emerged days earlier. Hundreds of miles away in Donna, Texas, where press are not allowed in. Kids packed closely together, sleeping on mats with foil blankets, separated by plastic. In this video from Customs and Border Protection, nearly 4,000 here. The facility only meant to hold 250. More than 16,000 migrant children are in custody, crossing the border without a parent or guardian. And with pressure growing on the Biden administration, the president tapping Vice President Kamala Harris to take the lead.
I think the best thing to do is to put someone who, when he or she speaks, they don't have to wonder about, is that where the president is? When she speaks for me.
And both the vice president and the president said that they do plan to visit the border, but as of now, Amy, no date set.
All right, and Rachel, we know that President Biden holding his first solo formal press conference of his presidency later today. This is just halfway through his first 100 days in office. What can we expect?
Yeah, 64 days into his presidency, President Biden will be holding that first press conference today. It has taken him longer to do this than any of his recent predecessors, but of course, no shortage of topics to ask about here. You have gun violence, the pandemic, and of course, the situation here at the border, Amy.
All right, Rachel Scott, thank you so much. And you can watch President Biden's first full press conference today around 1:15 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Thank you for joining us for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.